Hey, Chloe, knock it off. Oh, hello. I'm here checking out um, end angles on these end mills here. I'm grinding end mills, and when you're sharpening these, here's one here. You can change those angles to your advantage. Like if you're machining into something soft like aluminum or something like that, you can make those angles more acute so they cut faster and slice that aluminum. Or if you're getting into something like I've used this old mill for, it's a roughing end mill 3/4 inch. And there's an outfit in California called Reliable Tool back in the 90s. And they tried to compete with eBay on selling machine stuff. And you could buy, they picked up stuff from the aerospace in California, and you could buy 5, 10 pounds, 20 pounds of mixed end mills, and everybody around here did that, and I did too. And this one came out of that, and that's way back, and it was, about that long with a dull end, and it just keeps slicing it off and recreating that. And I've ground this end at different angles for doing some different things. When it gets dull, I gotta grind that. And I go, well, I'll change the angles a little bit for what I'm doing. And I just thought I'd throw that in, that you are in more control than you might think. It doesn't mean, you measure an angle on here. It doesn't mean you have to grind it back at that angle. You can change it for what you're doing. And, you pick up used end mills, and you don't know exactly what part of the catalog they came out of. So if they're for aluminum, for this, for that, whatever. And generally, on tooling, and especially those carbide inserts, I'm going to tell you, they're not made for you. They're made for CNC machines. And when you look at all this stuff nowadays, and maybe it always has been, you get into the factory specifications, their literature and stuff, and on carbide inserts, it's incredible. I think like Kennametal can integrate their carbide inserts into your computer programs and stuff. So, and especially like carbide inserts, they're made to operate at speed, at a depth, and so it's getting harder to find general purpose carbide inserts. Sometimes some catalogs will have that, and that's what you need for lathes and stuff. And there's just so many carbide inserts, and you can pour through their stuff and find things that work. But you just got to realize that you're not going to get the finish you want until you meet the specification of the tool, or the design of the tool to get that finish. But anyway, if things aren't working out too good, if you got a tool and cutter grinder, you can change things so they do work out good. I hear Chloe's yelling out there, so I'm going to have to take her for a quick walk around the duck pond. It's just across the street. And come back, we'll start grinding some end mills, okay? I hope you're all having a great morning. Okay, got this 80-year-old grinder warmed up. I got the wheel prepared, so I'm going to start grinding the end of this end mill. I'm going to grind that secondary angle behind the actual cutting edge. And I'm going to cut it back until a little bit of damage is ground off. Let me take and put a little ink on this. Okay, now I'm going to grind at 15 degrees to that secondary angle, and I measured this cutter. It seemed to be a little more, but I think 15 is a good start. So I'm going to start moving this into the wheel here. Now, I'm off to the side right here, so I'm out of that scatter zone there, okay? I just wanted to point that out. You want to stay out of that spot. Okay, let's see. Start moving it in. Make sure the air spindle is flat. Okay. And I'm going to have to walk around. How's that looking? Okay, I'm going to keep grinding and set this on 0. And get my tense indicator set up here real quick. Okay, that's great. Okay, ready to go here. These small endmills, it's kind of hard to see. Say that angle. Yeah, I'm grinding a 15-degree end. So this one has something like a 17 or 18 degree for wheelman, I do believe. So I'm going to grind this back just a little bit. This one will have 3 angles on the end when I'm done with it, okay? A little bit more there. Okay. Now I'm going to set the dials to 0 here. And I'm going to work that other side back just a little bit. Okay, everything's set to 0. I'm going to back it off a little bit. Then index it. I got this cloth sitting on here so this hose doesn't abrade that. So I'm going to index it. And that's right there. And we'll start grinding that other side a little bit. Get it back to just get it to cut. There we go, getting close. There we go. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't think you could see that. I just started. It's kind of hard to keep an eye on the camera in this too. I'll tell you, this is kind of more delicate than a lot of other operations in the machine shop, that's for sure. Getting close here. This isn't super critical, I think. This angle, anyway. Ooh, looking good. I really like the way that's looking. Okay, here's 0. And I'm going to go a couple more thousand. Oh yeah, no, not that one. Yep. Okay, that time 0 here. Okay, I'm going to index this again. Got this very simple little spring finger there. And I'm grinding on this side so it'll torque it into this finger, okay? Okay. Just taking down that just in one whack. Okay, let's look at it. Yeah. You can see the little bit left here. I don't need to grind all that away. That's just a little extra angle for plunging this into aluminum. But I'm gonna just kind of grind it more for general purpose and use it in steel, be a little stronger. So if you reduce this angle, it makes the edge more backed up. It'll actually cut like that. That'd be a real aggressive. That's like 15 degrees. So now I'm going to set this down to 5 degrees or 7 degrees and grind the final land here, which will be the actual cutting edge, and will be quite narrow. I hope you can see that. There's nothing really complicated about this. It's really quite easy. And it's just getting used to it. And one of the problems is getting used to this machine. And that's why I kind of encourage just using the machine for sharpening anything you can think that you got around. Just start using the machine, you get used to it, and it makes this kind of thing just a whole bunch easier. Okay, so I will set this at 5 degrees and not eat up a whole bunch of time, because all I gotta do is just set it to 5 degrees and lower the head. So I'll be back here. Okay, let's go over what I've done so far. Now, this is just the way I do things. You know, there's all kinds of ways to do the same thing. This is just the way I do it. It's my disclaimer. Okay, so the highlights. I took and I put a wheel on here, a cup wheel, and I sharpened the wheel by truing it up here and truing it up here. And I got a nice sharp edge to that wheel. So I shaped this wheel for the job, okay? You can just stick a wheel on there and it'll probably work. But I got it on there and shaped it, so I think it works better. Okay, that's the way I do it anyway. So I got that secondary angle ground. And now all I got to do is just put that tiny little narrow band cutting edge there, which is about 7 degrees is what I'm going to do. Now, like I said, you can change that. Like if you were going to cut into tough weld or something, which is kind of nice about having this machine. Say you're cutting along, and all of a sudden your end mill starts cooking, and you go, well, I'm going to have to resharpen that. Well, when you resharpen it, you'll probably reduce those angles a little bit to make that end mill or cutter, whatever you're doing, work better. So this gives you the control to make things happen under the worst conditions. And that's why I have this machine here. So here we go. And plus, you know, you can be a real cheapskate and get even free end mills that are dull and sharpen them. So, okay, we'll go ahead. I don't know where the best, it's kind of hard to see. I'll try to get light where I can see too. I'll fire this up. I always take a quick step around the side of that wheel. Okay. It's down here looking up. Might work. Okay, here we go. Now this is just touching. You just gotta really, not very much, easy. I almost need a drum roll when I do this. Not quite yet. You know, I think I hear it, Brian. It is so close. There it is. I see the sparks. I gotta look at that. Okay, I'm gonna feed it in. 1,000. Here we go. There's 1,000. That is really hard for me to see. I think, let's rotate that around and look at it. Yeah, I think you can see it. That's pretty low. I'm going to put 1 more 1,000 on it. Make sure that I am on quick. Here we go. That's the ticket. We'll take and rotate it. And that's the other side. Ho-ho. Okay, get that thing turned off. And oh, that looks really good. I'll get it out of there. Maybe we can see it better. Okay. Okay, there's the primary. And then I ground another secondary that gives it a little bit more of a backup. It's kind of hard to see. Here's the original secondary here. Here's the one that I ground, and it's at a less acute of an angle. 15 degrees. I think it's like 17 or 18. But this will center cut just fine. Okay, I'm going to grind some more as the day progresses, and I'll turn the camera on when I'm doing different ones. That is oh, it's sharp, sharp, sharp. Factory sharp. Okay. Thanks for tuning in here. Oh, by the way, I got this faceplate on there, and I even painted the back of it Massey Ferguson gray to match the rest of the machine. Now it looks like an original accessory, huh? It's going to be fun to do some of those operations using that button indicator. I think that's what that's called. Okay, I'll load this video. You have a good day, and I will just keep going.